It is a very strange feeling to start to do something that you did well a long time ago. A thing that should feel very natural because you've done it so much and for so long, but you haven't done it in a long time, that I enjoyed immensely at one point in my life, starting to enjoy it again at this stage of life. My name is Mike Weiss. I'm 61 years old, and this is my story.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
When I saw a picture of this car, kind of a light went off in my head. I knew that this was the project that I wanted to take on. I have spent my life in pretty much high-stress jobs. Started with some work on Wall Street, which people are very emotional about their money, and evolved into becoming an auto mechanic. By the time 2000 rolled around, I had left the car business and took a job with an industrial boiler company. You know, the business just became more and more, and the company also became more and more complicated. Most of it unnecessary, and it just became a job that became impossible to do. If something went wrong, I was off the handle faster than anyone could really believe. Very, very wired, high-strung, borderline neurotic. It's brand new chrome there. Hold on. Oh, I see this. Let me get this off here. Yeah, it's been a tough winter. The first thought when I wake up in the morning would be, oh crap. I really wouldn't, I have to force myself out of bed. And I just never be able to relax and enjoy any time at all. It was always in the back of my head, who's going to be stressing me out tomorrow, you know what I mean? And it's just not a good feeling. Well, what happened was I was at my desk and I had to get on the ground to be able to breathe. The pain in my chest was excruciating, and I had a very, very serious panic/anxiety attack. But this was unlike anything I had ever experienced before. And it was sending me a clear message. That was spelled out by my doctor, who told me that if I didn't change my daily lifestyle, it's going to have serious health consequences. And I've never been sick in my life. So to hear that, I knew what I had to do. Up now, she wants to go. I bought the car in May of 2009 as a means of distraction from what was going on. I didn't know whether I could even still do it. I mean, I had done 3 of these in the past, but it was a long time ago, and I didn't know how much I remembered and what my skill level was. It was really an experiment more than anything else. I'm third generation automotive. So I grew up, watching my father and grandfather repairing things. So it kind of was in my blood. Plus, being an auto mechanic all my life, you know, you can see and appreciate an extraordinary design for the time. Once she warms up, she runs really good. It's getting her warm when it's 50 degrees out. That's the problem. I used to love to come up this way in my hubmobile. This was a great run for the hub.
Why is that?
Well, because it was, you know, the hub's top speed was 40 miles an hour. And this was a good road because it was all hills. Well, this is the fourth Hudson I've done. I call these the Hudson brothers. The first one was my 37 Terraplane, which is right here. And then shortly thereafter, as this car came to completion, I got this 47 Super 6. This is a 54 Hornet, which was the third of the four. So that was a long time ago. I've done other kinds of cars also, but I've always been partial to these cars, and all the Independents actually, because the Fords and the GM cars that I've done, they were all commonplace, and they didn't have the rarity. You know, you can see them from time to time, and this just the rarity adds another dimension to these cars. They they only made 35,000 of these in 1952. So they were pretty rare even back then. And very few survive. I wanted to make sure that this was one of them. When I started to go back to the car shows, I found it incredible that people remembered who I was. I had obviously gotten a reputation for doing this sort of thing, but it was the association with these kind of cars that really amazed me, because I didn't think anybody made that connection between the Hudson and Mike. This one fellow that I hadn't seen in 20 years, and he saw the car and he said he knew right away whose car that was. And he came up and started talking to me like we'd never, I didn't recognize him at first, but he knew who I was. And that was, that was pretty good. That was pretty neat. The only thing I can say probably is try not to sweat the small stuff, and treat every potentially stressful situation as part of a bigger picture and what its place is in that picture. And if you do that, you'll find that most of it isn't worth the energy we waste on it. We got a few cosmetic issues to deal with, but nothing major. And then it's time to enjoy it. And that's as far ahead as I'm thinking. I mean, I may get another project, but I think I probably will keep this one, as a reminder of not only what I did for it, but what it did for me.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Shaboom. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open with me, shaboom. Ding dong, ding dong, lang, lang, lang. Oh, won't it? I did, but oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true.